I said, there's got to be a mistake. Are you sure? I went into a denial, and it literally felt like I was watching myself from above. It just was a surreal moment.
And it was Easter that morning, and I didn't know what to think. It was just one of them things like, it can't be me,
My whole life has been to have grandkids one day. I would have been the best grandma. I miss my mom. I miss my mom. I wish she could see my babies.
I think the women with breast cancer have to understand a whole new language. So it's a big process of understanding the disease and figuring out how am I going to make all these decisions. And it's hard for these women. It wouldn't matter what kind of area background they are, because even if you're a nurse or even if you're a doctor, you still have to emotionally process all these decisions and come to an understanding as to how I'm going to go through this journey.
I was in the shower and felt the lump, very small, felt kind of like a little BB. I went in to see my OBGYN, and she ordered a mammogram ultrasound, and about 2 days later I got the phone call, and I was at work, and she said, I don't know how to even say this, but it's cancer.
Usually when you feel a lump, it'll move, or a cyst will move, but this one did not move at all. First thing I'm thinking about, something's not right, and I hope it's not breast cancer. Had the mammograms and the ultrasound, and it showed that I had a 2.3 centimeter mass. In 2007, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
My mom was diagnosed with breast cancer when I was 25 years old. I remember the night we went to a restaurant. We were at Tower 7 eating dinner, and she came in and she said, we all need to talk. And she just started crying, told us that she was triple negative, the most aggressive form of breast cancer that you can have. We were floored.
One thing that this job does for me is every single day I go home and appreciate my family, because I see people, a lot of women, especially people with young children, their first reaction is not, oh my gosh, I have breast cancer. It's, oh my gosh, my children. What will my kids do without me? So of course I take that home every day.
I went through chemotherapy, lost all my hair, so there's never a bad hair day when you have hair.
I started chemo like on a Monday, and you feel fine, and usually about the 4th day you feel down like you have the flu. My stomach felt like it had butterflies in it.
It was one treatment after another. The skin came off the bottom of her feet. From the inside out, the cancer was tearing up her body. She lost her hair 4 times. She lost her hair 2 days after my wedding. That was her biggest thing. She said, I just want hair for your wedding.
It's a minority of women who go through breast cancer treatment unchanged. Obviously there's the physical change of surgery and sometimes radiation. Usually that will improve and get better, but the emotional and mental changes that patients go through can be sometimes very transformative and often in a good way.
Breast cancer, I feel, healed me instead of me healing it. And it was one of the things that transformed me, was because it stopped me in my tracks. It made me focus on what was important. God and my family and my husband, they were the most important things to me.
You learn not to take things for granted. You live each day to the fullest.
My entire life, she's taught me that hard work pays off. Hard work is key. She wanted us to be something, to do something, to be great. And I strive for that every day. The transformation that's happened to me in the last couple of years since she's passed is that I no longer want to be something or be great or be this or be that. I just want to live my life. I want to be happy. I want to raise my little girls, and I want to have no regrets. I miss my mom. I miss my mom. I wish she could see my babies.
I would say early detection is the #1 key to survival in breast cancer. And the Pink Ribbon, when they offer vouchers to help women who can't afford mammograms and get the word out about self-breast exams, I just think that's so important.
Most recently, Wachovia, Wells Fargo, in our community here in Wilmington, through the foundation, through our Wells Fargo Foundation, provided a contribution to the New Hanover Regional Medical Center Foundation to reach out to those individuals that are local to this community to provide early detection or testing for mammograms. And this is a service that they might not otherwise receive.
Great and wonderful things can come from what we perceive as awful or scary or difficult things. I had a lady just recently, she said, you know, I went to a wedding and I was wearing the dress I wanted and I felt comfortable with anybody. I felt beautiful again, and that's a prayer answer.
The Pink Ribbon Project changed my life because it left me a legacy about my mom. It was such a fundamental part of my mom's diagnosis.
I work at the Zimmer Cancer Center. I know about the pink ribbon bags, but I didn't know that I would be one of the ones that will have a bag. The pink ribbon bag includes a satin pillowcase, a journey book, a lot of literature.
I was a little bit embarrassed at first, you know, thinking, oh gosh, I'm walking out of here with this bag and everybody's gonna know, you know. But once I got home, I just devoured that bag. I really, really liked the pink silk pillowcase. Thank you very much. I learned that my husband's my rock and my shield. I learned that my children are a blessing from God. And I learned that there are way more friends than I thought that I had in this world.
I'm happier. I don't take things for granted. You know, I live every day to its fullest. I just enjoy the simple things in life, you know. That's it.
I just want to be there when she has them. I hope I get to be there. I would quit my job to stay home and help Alicia with the kids. I would give my right arm just to be around to see them go to school and play sports and their weddings and everything.